Good evening, everybody. It's Maria from You in Mind with another of our weekly live chats. So tonight I want to discuss toxic chords and what they are, how to remove them, how it affects us, and at the end we'll do a little meditation to remove these chords. So a little bit about the chords. So signs that you might have toxic chords, maybe that you seem to be locked into past memories, maybe of a negative experience or past relationships even. Hello and welcome, whoever's here with us now. Thank you for joining us. There can be negative experiences that we've had with past partners, maybe ex-husbands, ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, etc. Siblings, teachers even, friends. Maybe we've been abused in some way by our parents, grandparents, and maybe you've still not got over these. Maybe your mind keeps taking you back to these memories, keeps pulling you back in, patterns keep repeating. Maybe you're even hoping that this past relationship will come back to you. It can even be people in the present now, so like your boss, even your children can have an effect. It could be co-workers or even clients. If you've got clients that you're working with, that can be presenting issues. Maybe they're being disrespectful. People maybe being disrespectful to you or treating you in a negative manner. All these things create toxic chords, and a toxic chord is an energetic connection that we have with basically anybody we have a relationship with, whether that's a friendship relationship or a family tie. And these chords carry information back and forth between you both, and they can last forever unless they're dealt with. So, and they keep you tied into this other person or this other situation. I did make a few notes just in case I get mind blanks, because I get mind blanks a lot. Let me just see what I've got. Yeah, so these energetic patterns, there can be memories that are stored within the toxic chords, because the energy of the chords remains. Okay, even if you're not in contact with this person anymore, if you don't see this person anymore, because you've got past memories, maybe of fear, of abandonment, whatever the emotions come up, because they carry, the emotions carry along these chords. We're all made of energy. So every thought form, every word that we speak is all carried energetically within our energy bodies, within our DNA even. And some of these chords can go back into past lives as well. So you may have been betrayed in the past, you may have anger, you may have hatred for another person, sadness, fear, I think I've already mentioned, rejection, all these emotions that are carried between people. You know, you could have just had a massive argument and it's left you with a constant going back to that memory, you know, maybe blaming yourself as well, you know. And what I've found through my many years of working with these modules and having other people work on me with these same things is a lot of energy workers will call upon Archangel Michael and use his sword to cut these toxic chords, which is fine and works well to a degree. However, I tend to remove the chords, because if you don't remove the cords at the root of the cord, then in time that cord can reattach or can rebuild itself, it can recreate itself. Because although you've removed it externally, that they are attached internally. So you need to remove these cords. So I get you to pull them out rather than just cut them, which was the initial way that I used to do this, because that's how I was taught. However, my guides, being who they are, taught me to remove them this way. So, and we've got 2 people on. Is anybody going to say hello so I know who you are? Welcome anyway, whoever you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this toxic cords can actually wreak havoc in our lives, even though we're possibly not even aware of them. So on a physical level, although some people do report having like an ache or a tenderness. You tend to find that these cords attached at the heart chakra, at the throat, I find a lot as well, where it stops people speaking their truth. Maybe you're afraid of confrontation, and maybe it's an ex-husband and you've got children together, so there has to be contact. So and it stops you from speaking up. Some people find that the hands are tied and bound, or the feet are tied and bound, which, symbolically representing not moving forward. So you can use this with people that are in your life as well, because it doesn't affect the other person so much. Their behavior is not necessarily going to change. However, your behavior will change, your emotions will change, because you've removed that energetic link. So for an example, you could be having traumatic time with your child or children, for example. Okay, they're in your lives constantly. Okay, but you can do the cutting of the cords, and for me, it's kind of like gives it a fresh start. It's like removing that past negative, heavy energy that's been connecting you both, and it kind of gives it a fresh start, because it doesn't it frees you up, and it brings your power back, allowing you to have a bit more happiness in your life, freedom, especially freedom up here. It frees that space for you to think clearly and to move forward emotionally and energetically, and physically, because physical pains can manifest due to these toxic cords and the build-up that they create over time. They can manifest as illness. So how it will affect the other person is it frees them up too, to allow them to move forward in their life. But the main thing is it's freeing for you, and it brings back your power, your energy. So there's 2 types of people see the cords in different ways, but I see them as two major types of cords. The main cords are usually close family, close friends, so like spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, children, grandparents, siblings, and your closest of friends that, and the minor cords, what I'd call the minor cords, which are less, they hold, I don't have to put it into words, they hold less power, let's say, tend to be people like your teachers, your co-workers, bosses, even acquaintances, sometimes can be clients. People like that who, yes, you're close to, yes, they have an influence, but they're not in your inner circle, in your family bond, let's say. Um, so removing these cords in the Ho'oponopono, they will call upon many people. They'll ask you to bring in everybody that's ever hurt you, past life, present life, and they will use Archangel Michael with his sword and sever all the cords at once. I don't do it that way. I do it one at a time, simply because sometimes afterwards you can feel, I have to say, most people 99.9% of the time just feel elated. They feel the energy is free, you know, they feel empowered, they feel like the energy has just come back out of nowhere and they're more focused and clear. Some people, however, will go through what we call a mini cleansing, where they may feel a little bit sad, a little bit low, and it's just the energy clearing out. And afterwards, within a day or two, they just feel fantastic. So, and the way I do it, the removal of the toxic cords, I've stopped calling it cutting of the cords because that gives a different image. Removing the toxic cords, I do it in a very loving, very caring, very nurturing way. So there's nothing negative about it. It's not a hateful thing that you're doing. It's not an angry thing that you're doing. You know, it focuses around forgiveness and love, unconditional love, acceptance, releasing. Okay. So if you've got any questions, ask me now, and we can continue. Has anybody got any questions? There's 2 people there, but I don't know who you are. Welcome anyway. And if you're watching this afterwards, if you've got any questions, just ask me below, and I'll endeavour to answer them for you. I do this also one-to-one with clients. So if anybody would like to do this one-to-one, and then contact me as well, and we'll do this one-to-one. It's really weird talking when there's nobody on. I don't know where everybody is. So anyway, I'll just continue. So if there's no questions, so I will do a short meditation with you all and take you through the process of removing the cords. So if you'd like to get settled down, find yourself in a comfy space. And just relaxing your whole mind and body. Taking 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just relaxing deeper and deeper. And find yourself walking through a beautiful meadow. And you can smell the flowers and the grass and whatever else you can smell. And you can feel the grass beneath your feet as it tickles your toes, and feel the sun as it warms your skin as you walk along through this beautiful meadow. And you can hear the sound of the wind rustling the leaves in the trees, the sounds of the birds and the insects flying around. And you can see the beautiful colours of the wildflowers and the greens of the trees and the grass and the leaves and the plants. Whatever else you can see around there. And you walk around until you find a space large enough to build a bonfire. And you'll find all that you need is there at hand. So go ahead now and create your bonfire. And once you've built your bonfire, to the side, I'd like you to draw a circle at arm's length all the way around yourself. Now you can draw this circle, out anything that comes to mind. That's fine. It can be light or chalk or sand or anything that comes to mind is fine. So draw that circle around yourself at arm's length. And this is your safe, sacred circle. Nothing can harm you within this circle. Only positive, loving energies are allowed within this circle. And once you've drawn that circle all the way around yourself at arm's length, and directly in front of you, but not quite touching, I'd like you to draw a and then step back into your own circle. And I'd like you to think about the person that you'd like to remove ties with today. And then invite them into their circle. And once you see them there in their circle, welcome them and thank them for coming to assist you in this process today. And I'd like you to explain to them why you've brought them here today. Explain to them that by removing these toxic cords, it sets you both free to live your lives. And that it's done with unconditional love, and that unconditional love cannot be removed. Unconditional love will always remain. But through this process, you will remove any negative thought forms, any contracts, any vows, any attachments, and all expectations that keep you bound to each other and tied into this emotional bondage. And then I'd like you to firstly check yourself. And I want you to check all the way around your body, below your feet, above your head, around your back. And check for any cords. Now these cords can present themselves in any way. Again, light, it can be ropes or vines or ribbons, or however they present is fine. Make sure to check all the way around your body, becoming aware of where they are attached. And then once you've found all the cords, I'd like to begin to remove them one by one, pulling them out and placing the cords outside of your circle, and then healing and sealing the area with gold light. So I'll just leave you for a few moments to remove all the cords, place them outside of the circle, and heal and seal each area with the golden light. Make sure to get all of the cords. And once you've removed all the cords from yourself, I'd like you to take a look at the other person and where the cords are attached on them. And again, follow the same process. Remove each cord individually, place it outside of the circle, and heal and seal that area with the golden light. Make sure to check underneath the feet, around the back, and above the heads. Once you've removed the cords from the other person, then step back into your circle. And I'd like you to just spend a few moments sharing love, unconditional love, acceptance from your heart to their heart. And if there's anything else that you would like to say to them, then now is the time to say it to them. Thank them also for coming, for being a part of this process. And tell them that you love them and forgive them. Forgiveness is key. Once you've said all that you need to say, Then just allow them to drift off into their own space and time. And once they're fully gone out of view, then you can begin to collect the ties from outside of the circles, making sure to collect all of the ties, gather them up, and take them over to the bonfire. And shut the bonfire as you hold these ties in your hand. When you're ready to release them, just throw them into the fire and say to yourself that I now release you. I now release you. I now release you. Throw them into the fire and watch as the burn and spit and the flames rise up as they burn through and turn to ash. And once they've fully burnt through, you'll notice that the flame changes and turns into a beautiful silver violet flame, the flame of transmutation. And you can step into this flame. It will not harm you in any way. Step into the flame and allow that violet flame of transmutation to cleanse and heal and purify the whole of your mind, body and spirit, removing any debris of energy that might have remained there, any remnants. And filling your body and your mind and your spirit with beautiful, healing, vibrant energies. You've absorbed as much of this energy as you need, and you can step out of the flames. And on the ground in front of you, you'll find a black cloak. And I'd like you to place that cloak on you and put the hood over your head. Wrap that cloak tight around you. And that cloak will act as a barrier, as a protection, to prevent any of these toxic cords reconnecting and keep you safe and keep you grounded. And then you can make your way back to where you are now, to where you are sat or laid down, back into your body, back into the present moment, to the here and now. And wiggling your fingers and toes and feeling the weight of your body on the chair or the bed. And coming back to full awareness, full awakeness, wide awake and ready to face the rest of your day. So grab yourselves a glass of water to fully bring yourself back into your body. And I hope you enjoyed that and it benefits you in some way. And if you can leave some feedback below would be nice, the 3 people that are there. Thank you and welcome. And if you're watching this afterwards, then please like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think, how it helped you. And I look forward to seeing you again. Tomorrow I start the psychic and personal development course online. There's still time to register if you've not registered yet. And just send me an email or to windtalker@riseup.net. And on Thursday, we've got our online manifestation group, which is always fun. So if you'd like to join us for that, then again, just let me know either through Facebook or email, or drop me a line on here even, that's fine. And if you found this video beneficial, then please share it. Share it with your friends, share it around. Let's get the channel built. Okay. So that's that for now, and I'll love you and leave you, and see you next time. Namaste. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Oh, hello, Kathy. I was going to go. I didn't think anybody was here. You're welcome, sweetheart. I'm glad you enjoyed. Did you catch it from the beginning? I don't know who was here. Don't know where everybody is tonight. You got any questions, Kath, before I close up? Really enjoyed this card cutting. Thank you, love. I'm glad you did. Thank you as well. No real questions for now. Oh, you're welcome, Tolaz. Oh, it was really difficult because there was nobody there for feedback. I didn't know whether I was just talking to myself or not. It's really strange doing these live feeds. I will get used to it. All right then. I'll close down then if there's no questions. Like I said, if anybody watches this afterwards and has got a question or wants feedback, anything that they experienced during this card cutting, then please leave a comment below or message me privately if you prefer. A lot of people last week messaged me privately, which was great. The feedback was brilliant. Not last week, the week before, when we did the library meditation. Not library. Where did we go? I can't remember. Wasn't library. Anyway. I love you and leave you. Thank you for joining us, and hope to see you on Thursday. Kathy, will you be joining us on Thursday? Because nobody's got back to me yet. So hopefully I'll see you on Thursday for the manifestation group, and let's have a giggle. Okay, again, see you later. Bye-bye. Lots of love. Bye.